'Cause we all meet God in the end, my friends. So for now, here's Gordo bonus.
YouTube channel.
Boom! What is up, guys? Welcome back. Today is Tuesday, March 3rd, the year of our Lord, 2020. As always, it's me, Gordo Bonus, and yeah, let's just discuss a few things today. Okay, so dear diary, I uploaded a couple videos yesterday. I completed my intro and yeah, so I don't know. Today I'm feeling kinda meh, you know. It's a brisk 35 degrees this wonderful, I guess, spring, late winter morning. And what is the pulse? What is trending? Let me think about it. So one thing that I noticed is there is a comedian who, by the name of, give me just a minute here. Sheesh. Forget his name. Let's see here. It's Peter. I keep forgetting. There it is. Pete Davidson. All right. So Pete Davidson. Not sure how he was revealed to me, but actually it was on Charlemagne the God's podcast. The wonderful algorithm, YouTube's algorithm, put him on my autoplay and caught my attention. So this guy, a few things, right? Obvious. It feels like he's been, I guess, engineered or what do they say? Oh man, when someone grooms, he's been groomed, right? And now that I've been kind of interested in him and watching a bunch of stuff on the guy, it seems like he may be some kind of poster boy for mental health and awareness of it, as well as either, I don't know if it's going to be either a good, like they're going to use, or if it's going to be used as a positive thing or a negative thing, but you know, he uses psychedelics. So far I've noticed him mention he's microdosing, or he goes off the deep end sometimes and has to go to rehab to get like readjusted in his medication, his meds, reevaluated. And one of the signs that he needs to go to rehab is when he's been eating too many mushrooms and acid, is what he said, right? So a couple things like I want to touch on. He is suffering from PTSD. His father was killed in the terrorist attacks of September 11th. He was a New York firefighter, I think, one of the first responders. That's something that, he mentions often. He was in a breakup with Ariana Grande. He's a cutter. He cuts himself. What else was? Oh, and that I think something he may be normalizing is for men ages whatever, the millennials, I guess, the millennial generation or whatever the age group is that has the high suicide rates, where there's this epidemic and I guess opioid epidemic, a prescription drug epidemic is he's normalizing like this male living with his mother, because I think that quite a few young men feel like bad about that if they're living at home, but realistically, if they're not doing well and they're not, don't have a good foundation, right, and they're off on their own, isolation, that's what leads to this downward spiral into, addiction and ultimately suicide. So he's kind of normalizing it and making it cool, I guess, or maybe cool, or just normalizing it. Let's see if the toll booth works here today.
Select vehicle type. Swipe card or insert cash. Nope. Remove card.
So I tried to use a truck as a truck, whatever. Doesn't look like it's going to happen here.
Insert card or tap card or
fuck
phone.
this thing. I'm sick of it. I don't know. I'm going to get iPass tonight. So yeah, Pete Davidson is being utilized as the kind of the poster boy or the spokesman or whatever you want to say for this mental health, young men sort of thing. That's something that I think, I've noticed, but I could be, crazy. More than likely am, but who knows? It's just like what my intuition has been telling me. So keep an eye out for that guy. But yeah. And then also too, another thing is I want to give a shout out to Teva Pharmaceuticals. They're the pharmaceutical company that is responsible, or that manufactures the generic version of Adderall that I've been taking for 20 years. 16, 26, 36. Yeah. Yep. 20 years. Shout out to Teva for manufacturing the generic version of Adderall. And for some reason, they're, if you're into stocks, maybe you should buy. They were at like $60 a share in like 2006 or something. Now they're at like, I want to say like $8 or something. They were up like 1% But, I know that there's a lot of, I think Adderall is one of like the most overprescribed substances or prescriptions. And it is the upcoming, there's going to be an upcoming epidemic of it. I'm certainly dependent on it. Shout out to my doctor who initially prescribed it to me, but now it's like, if I'm kind of what I think cutting edge, so to speak, I feel like a lot of things, trends, or how things are, going to unfold, I either see, beforehand, or, stuff that I've already been balls deep in. I don't know why, but if anything, if anything, then that means that, like, there's going to be a lot of young adults that are going to be coming of age or whatever, that are going to be in a position where, this is, they're dependent on this medication, and over time, it causes some serious mental stuff here, like stimulant psychosis, and I'm probably balls deep in that too. But I think a lot of people who aren't, some people it's like even worse, and they just go off the deep end, and that, that's all I take is my prescription. I barely drink. I barely, I'll smoke a little bit of reefer every now and then, but barely. But that's all I take. I know quite a few people who, I don't know about quite a few people, but I know a few people who take, Adderall and like Xanax or Klonopin. They mix it, and that in itself, it's got to be terrible. And I know people who take Adderall regularly, as well as drink regularly alcohol, and it's not good for you. I mean, I'm not saying any of it's good for you, but the more you take the substance, the worse it is for you. But I think here in the future, there's going to be some big thing from the overprescription of the medication, be it some sort of, I guess, if you're looking at like monetizing it or whatever, would be some sort of treatments or stuff like that will be coming, in the future, stuff that relates to the treatment of it. Yeah, so if that makes sense. But I don't know. That's all I got for now, and I need to listen to a little bit more music before I get to work. So thanks a lot for watching, and if you found some value in this, go ahead and give me a like or something. Got questions, leave them in the comments down below. If there's anything relevant, merch wise, or that I want to share wise, links will be in the description below. But don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and tell your friends. And remember, we're all in this together, and you are awesome. Until next time, Auf Wiedersehen, Pee-wee. Bye.
You know who you look like, Gordon?
She's doing African twist. He's possessed by the demon.
Thank you.